Imagine a world where the Earth is covered with massive glaciers, and the air is so cold it takes your breath away. This is the Ice Age. But it wasn't just a world of snow and ice. It was a world ruled by true giants, creatures so enormous that modern animals would seem like dwarfs next to them. Today, we will embark on a journey through time, to the Pleistocene epoch, to meet the most incredible megafauna that ever walked our planet. These giants could grow up to 4 meters tall and weigh as much as 6 tons. Their bodies were covered with 2 layers of fur, a dense undercoat for warmth and long, coarse hair that protected them from snow and wind. Even their blood was adapted to the cold, allowing them to survive in sub-zero temperatures. But their most distinctive feature was, of course, their tusks. They could grow up to 5 meters long. Mammoths used them not only to defend against predators but also as tools, clearing snow in search of grass and branches, and possibly even stripping bark from trees. The Smilodon was about the size of a modern African lion, but far more robust. It had incredibly powerful forelimbs and a strong neck. And its fangs, they could reach 20 centimeters in length. Interestingly, however, they were quite fragile and could break if they struck bone. That's why Smilodons hunted differently from modern big cats. They didn't aim to bite through the skull or spine. Their strategy was different. First, they would use their powerful forelimbs to bring down their prey, such as a young mammoth or a bison, and then deliver a single, precise, fatal bite to the soft throat or belly. It was a tactic of ambush and brute force. This creature could weigh up to 4 tons and, when standing on its hind legs, reach 6 meters in height, taller than a giraffe. This allowed it to feed on the leaves of the tallest trees, beyond the reach of even mammoths. Despite its name, it was neither slow nor defenseless. It had enormous, sickle-shaped claws. While it mainly used them to pull tree branches closer, in the event of an attack by a saber-toothed cat, those claws became deadly weapons. Just imagine the strike of such a hand. Of course, the Ice Age wouldn't be complete without wolves. But these were no ordinary wolves. These were dire wolves, the legendary predators known today largely thanks to Game of Thrones. But they were very real. They were about 25% larger than modern gray wolves, with a sturdier build and a much stronger jaw capable of crushing bone. They hunted in large packs and were the main rivals of saber-toothed cats. Often, they scavenged what the big cats left behind, or simply stole their kills. Thousands of their skeletons have been discovered in the La Brea tar pits in California. This proves that they were incredibly widespread predators across North America. Mammoths, Smilodons, Megatheriums. They ruled the planet for tens of thousands of years. But where did they all go? Around 10,000 years ago, the magnificent age of megafauna came to an end. There are 2 main theories. The first is climate change. The Ice Age was ending, temperatures were rising, and the glaciers were melting. This drastically transformed the landscape and vegetation, depriving many giants of their usual food and habitats. The second theory is us, humans. Our ancestors, who spread into new continents, were skilled hunters. They hunted mammoths and other large animals. Perhaps it was the combination of climate shifts and human pressure that delivered the fatal blow, wiping out these extraordinary creatures.